have been talking all about area, right? And we've come up with 2 ways to find area. Right? We've talked about how you can multiply length times width. We talked about how you can, if there's already squares or tiles on it, you can count the tiles. If you want to make your tiles, I showed you guys how to do that, right? So we talked about a few different ways to find area. Today, we're gonna start solving word problems about area. Now, some of you might be thinking, oh, I don't like word problems. It's okay. All you have to do is pull out the data you need from the word problem, and it's just like doing what we've been doing. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Okay, so here's our word problem. Tyler's rectangular bedroom floor, stop there, they gave us something important. Rectangular. So we know his bedroom looks like a rectangle. Okay, that was the first important piece of information. Tyler's rectangular bedroom floor is 9 feet wide. There's our width. And 9 feet long. Okay, so here's his bedroom, 9 feet wide, 9 feet long. Then we've got Suki's rectangular bedroom floor, same thing, it's a rectangle, is 8 feet wide and 10 feet long. Whose bedroom floor has a greater area? Okay, so we need to find 2 different things. We need to find the area of Tyler's bedroom and the area of Suki's bedroom. Okay, that's what I want you guys doing now. I want you to try it on your own first. What do you think we should do? We need to find Tyler's bedroom floor and Suki's bedroom floor. Okay, just a little hint if you wanted to. You might want to label them. So we'll do Tyler, and then maybe over here I'll do Suki, just to leave myself some room, right? So you're solving 2 different problems. Okay, I want you to try it on your own first. So what do you think we should do? We got Tyler's bedroom, 9 feet wide, 9 feet long. And Suki's bedroom, 8 feet wide, 10 feet long. Whose has the greater area? If you finish and you solve it, tell me in the chat who you think has the greater area. Okay, got one answer so far. Okay, all right. I think I see some friends struggling a little bit. The 2 answers I've gotten aren't quite right. So let's go through this. I'm going to start with Tyler's bedroom. Okay. So I know that Tyler's bedroom is 9 feet wide and 9 feet long. Okay. So I've got 9 and 9. What math am I doing to find Tyler's bedroom? Trisha?
Multiplication.
Okay, what two numbers am I multiplying?
9 times 9.
Perfect. I'm doing 9 times 9. And in case I haven't showed you guys this yet, because we haven't had, a ton of time practicing it, but there's a trick that you can use your fingers. You don't have to, but you can for your 9s, right? So I put up my 10 fingers. I'm hoping this doesn't look too backwards to you, but I'm going to count, put my 9th finger down because I'm multiplying by 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I put my 9th finger down, okay? Now you have to base it on what you're looking at. So I think I got to flip it for you guys to see. And you take your numbers. Okay, hold on. I got to look at it myself to make sure I'm doing it right. Anyway, so I'm going to count the fingers I see. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 is your first number, okay? And then I have my one little pinky over here. 1 is your second number. Let me see if I'm showing you that right now. Maybe it's not backwards now. No, that doesn't work. I'd have to do it this way. Okay, here we go. So now I can show you. So I have 8 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 fingers. So 8's your first number. Then I have my one pinky over here. So 1 is your second number. So your answer is 81. That's a 9s trick. It's it's very tricky for me to show you on Zoom, but it's a trick you can do. So Tyler's bedroom is 81 square feet. Okay. Now I'm going to do Suki's bedroom. Lucia, do you have a question?
I know the answer for Suki's. I know what 8 times 8 or 8 divided by 8 or yeah.
Well, hang on. We're gonna come back to that. So hang on a second. Hang on to that thought. Okay, so Suki's bedroom, same thing, a rectangle. Hers is 8 feet wide and 10 feet long. Right? So those are my two numbers. I'm gonna multiply 10 and 8. What do I get if I multiply 10 times 8? Sophia F?
80.
80. I'm gonna write this here so we know our problem. So this one I'm gonna do 10 times 8, and I get 80 square feet. So whose bedroom had the bigger area? Daniela?
Tyler.
Yep, Tyler, by 1 square foot, but his was bigger. Okay. Yes, Trisha.
So my hand is not working virtually, so I'm just using this one because when I press it, it's not showing up,
Oh.
and all of them are showing up.
For what?
The raise hand button is not showing up for me. I'm clicking on it, but it doesn't show.
I don't know. I don't have a solution for that.
But I'm just gonna use this hand. I'm just letting you know that.
Okay, perfect. Sounds good. Sophia F, do you have a question?
Yeah, the same thing is happening with me. I can't press the hand button.
Weird. I wonder.
It started since yesterday. I was trying to press it, but then I had to raise my own hand.
Okay, I didn't mess with any settings, so I don't know if something happened, but I will definitely look into that when you guys go to library today. And see if I can figure it out. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and turn the page and see if we can keep practicing this. Okay. Come on, page. All right, my page doesn't want to turn. All right, here we go. All right, let's keep going with this. Oh, there we go. All right, hopefully that's gonna work. All right. So this is gonna kind of explain what we just did, right? So the first thing it says is that you can use models, just like we did. I drew the bedrooms, we labeled the sides, okay? And then we multiplied, right? Now, if you are somebody who's thinking, I don't need this picture, right? And that's okay. Some people do that. You can just do the two numbers. Because if we look at the thing, so Kylie and anyone else who is still on the other page, this is exactly what I drew on the other page. So you can take this and draw, that's exactly what I drew. Okay. So in your word problem, you knew that it was 9 feet wide and 9 feet long, 8 feet wide and 10 feet long. You don't have to draw this square if you could just write out the numbers, okay? So you could just do 9 times 9, 10 times 8, and solve from there, okay? So this is two ways to do exactly what we just did on the other page. You can draw a picture and then multiply, or you could just multiply the numbers. And then because the more we do it, the more it's gonna make sense, I wanna show you guys, if for some reason you didn't know 9 times 9 and you wanted to try and draw the squares to count, I'm gonna show you again how you would do that. So you take your numbers here, right? And that's where you get your lines, but you subtract 1. So I'm gonna go 1 less than 9, which is 8. So I'm gonna draw 8 lines across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's not gonna work. 6, and you're gonna hopefully make yours a lot more even than mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is exactly why you guys do it in pencil, not in pen like me. Okay, and then same thing here. I gotta draw my lines across, 1 or down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now remember we did 9 times 9 and it was 81. So you could do this, but keep in mind when they're bigger numbers like that, you're gonna have to count 81 squares. Okay, so I really would only recommend making these lines if they're smaller numbers. Okay, but I wanted to still show you. Then you can do the same thing on this one. So for my lines across, I'm gonna take that 8, take away 1, I'm gonna do 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, they're so not even. That's okay. 7 and then 10. So I'm going to take away 1 and do 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. It's not easy to make them even. Okay. So I see somebody telling me that in the chat, which is why it's better to just do the multiplying. Okay. And just a reminder, oh, I think I have it here. You guys should have a multiplication chart in your binder. Okay, we should have moved it over, and those can also help you. Let me give you one more reminder of how to do that. Okay, the one you have looks a little different than mine, but it does the same thing, right? So if you have a multiplication chart, you take your two numbers. Okay, so we were doing 9 and 9. Sorry, my iPad's being slow. Okay. and then you, using marker to show you, you draw your lines until they connect, right? And that gives you your number, 81. Okay? So if you need to use a tool, you absolutely can. That's why we give them to you if you're unsure. But the bigger thing I want you guys really working on is you got to just get back practicing those facts and memorizing them because it's going to make life easier. Okay? But this is a tool you could also use. Okay. Before we move on, were there any questions about how we found Tyler's bedroom area and Suki's bedroom area? We're good, no questions? Okay. Let's go to one more page, answer a couple questions. So this is page 327. Page 327. All right, we're not going to answer all of them because we're running out of time, but I do want to go over some of these, okay? So the first one says, what does the problem ask you to find? Right? It asks us to find the area of both bedrooms. We're not going to write that down. We're going to keep going, but that's what it asked us to find. What units are used to measure the length and width of the floors? What units did they use? How were their floors measured? Sophia F?
Square feet.
Square feet. Or actually, we're just going to say feet because they weren't square feet till the end. So feet. An FT is how you can make feet shorter. Okay. Then this one is where you get that square feet because what unit should you use to record the area? That's what we're going to say, square feet. Okay, then the first one. Cameron, you have a question?
Can I head to the bathroom?
Okay, so then for Tyler's bedroom, what were our two numbers for Tyler's bedroom? Somebody remind me, what were the two numbers for Tyler's bedroom? Ellie, what, oh, sorry, Isaiah, ignore that, unmute. Ellie, what was the two numbers for Tyler's bedroom?
Can you hear me?
9.
Mm-hmm.
I can't hear you if you can hear me.
Isaiah.
Hello?
I can hear you,
Hello?
Isaiah. Can you hear us? All right, I'm gonna mute you again, Isaiah. All right, Ellie, are you still there? What was the second number? 9 times what?
9.
Mm-hmm. And then remember we got 81. Good job, Ellie. What were the two numbers? Oh, and then we're gonna carry that 81 down again. What were the two numbers for Suki's bedroom floor? What was the length? What was the width? Isaiah, I saw your hand. Isaiah, what was the length? What was the width?
8 foot and 10 foot.
So 10 feet and 8 feet.
And 80, it's 80.
80 square feet was our answer. And we put that twice. Good. And then we decided that Tyler has the bedroom floor with the greater area. And that's all we're gonna fill out on there.